What's happened, you beautiful savages? The church is in session. Tuesday, the 6th of May. Looking good, feeling good. Everybody's ready to rock. Lee Syatt's here looking handsome as a devil. We'll be back, Jack. What's happening, beautiful people? We haven't seen you in a while. Where you been, Lee?
I know. I've been in fucking Maine.
14 days I haven't seen Lee. Something like that.
It hasn't been 14 days. Well, close to it,
Close to it, yeah. Like 12
like 10 days, yeah.
My heart was, I miss my little Jewy pudgy friend. You know what I'm saying?
You miss torturing somebody.
Nah, I always miss you. I worry about you. Things could happen. I don't know if you got mugged yet. So,
Trust me, that's like the biggest question on the internet right now.
Would you stop? I
what
know
do you mean
it's
would
the
I stop?
biggest
You
question.
just brought it up.
But we want to mug you somewhere. Like people are like, you know what? We're just going to mug them on an off state. Like next time you go away with Josh Wolf, they'll mug you in Virginia.
That's exactly where I'll be May 30th.
There you go. See, I can feel it. I can fucking feel it. Yeah, it's been a great couple weeks. Last week I didn't do shit, guys. I was not feeling it at all. Yeah, I wasn't feeling it last week. I didn't do comedy. I wrote a little bit, but basically just worked out, stayed at home with the girls. I was pretty quiet all weekend, too. I didn't do anything till last night. Last night was the first night I said, you know what? Let me wash my muffler and get out of the house.
No, when you say you didn't do anything, how many milligrams were you taking? The only problem, I didn't do shit. I did do 1,000 milligrams a night.
Friday night, I think I just ate like a half a mushroom chocolate bar. Like that was it. And I got a little giggly, whatever, but it was just like in passing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Nothing really stuck me. There was no anchors to the ground. But Saturday, I went to a communion party that started at 1, and I knew there was going to be good food.
Oh, yeah.
So I took 600 milligrams at about 11 o'clock in the morning. Just to be ready, tip-top Magoo, as soon as I walked in there at 1, no stories. And sure enough, I sat down. I did a couple sangrias just to loosen up the fucking whatever.
But then, whenever, if I ever am that high and there's food there, I'm not gonna say hi to people when I walk in. I'm just gonna walk straight to the food.
No. I walked in, sat down, said hello, gave the kid his fucking envelope, and then I attacked. You know me, why fuck around?
Dude, you saw me at their house a couple years ago. I walked in, didn't say a word, and then bagels appeared, and it saved my life. But
those are good fucking bagels.
Yeah, if they come in a brown paper, I've never seen bagels coming in a brown paper bag.
That's
before.
the old school way. That's when you know they're real. A Jew never delivers in a fucking silver container. A Jew shows up with a brown paper bag he's been carrying for years in that desert.
Oh,
there's everything in there, mofongo powder, everything, just to keep everything alive. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's
what? God damn it! What's up, dog?
I had some bagels in Maine, and because before people would be like, "Oh, I had it's not," and I didn't know what they meant. It was my first not New York bagel and I was like, "Oh yeah, this is what they're talking about."
You've been eating non-New York bagels since I fucking knew you.
Yeah, but then
this guy used to buy the Sara
here.
Lee bagels, the ones you bring home and put in the toaster. I'm like, Lee, you can't do that shit. Again, you live in this is what I'm talking about. Even when you're in the greatest city, you still take the dumbest chance. You should start hanging out with my brother George more often. Both of you. I don't know what's going on, the circuitry. You don't eat a bagel. You live on fucking, what do you live? Times Square, right? A couple blocks from Times Square, you said? Okay. You don't eat, and all of a sudden you go to Maine, and now you decide you want a fucking bagel up in Bagelville.
I eat bagels here. I'm just
saying. What is
saying.
Maine known for? Grapes or something like that?
They actually are known for blueberries. I didn't know that.
Blueberries, yeah. I knew it was grapes or something like that. So what makes you want to eat those things?
They brought it to the office.
Well, then just because if I brought a piece of shit in a fucking hot dog, then when you eat it, no. You're Jewish and you wanted to save the $10. So you opted in on the food they brought in.
I gotta be honest, it's not even the money thing.
You don't even eat breakfast, you fuck.
Unless it's free in there.
Oh, okay. Unless it's free in there.
Dude,
I don't want you eating outside bagels no more. You're a New Yorker now. Maintain it. You're a fucking Marine now. Maintain it. No more puffy bagels. No more Sara Lee bagels. None of that shit. You're in New York. You're a Jew. Act like it.
So what should I pick it up and throw it away?
When you see, don't even pick it up. Just go, I got to go get a bagel. And they'll go, why? There's bagels here. No. This is mushad. This is dog shit. This is dog shit. I'm on the East Coast. I don't deserve to do this to myself anymore. I did it for fucking 23 years in California. I'm not doing this.
Right.
I'm not doing this. And you walk out. and slam the door like a fucking like Clint Eastwood. Bah! And make sure you put your scarf behind you. That's when they know you fucking mean business.
I should start wearing a scarf. Why don't I wear a scarf?
Listen, I don't know. If you wear a scarf, I'll stab you. But anyway. Yeah, I went to this fucking thing. I was stoned when I walked in there. I had hit the pipe. And I got some good weed this weekend. It was 39, 38, and 36%. I don't know what the fuck is going on with this shit.
And it's good?
Oh, my God. It fucked me up. And I went in there with the edibles. And at first, I started off slow. I took the tomatoes off the mozzarella because I love the tomatoes. So I just ate the tomatoes with pepper. I wanted to start off slow. Then the baked clams came. There were too many breadcrumbs in there. I don't know what's going on with people. How many breadcrumbs? There's a clam this big, and you put 2 teaspoons of breadcrumbs.
Yeah, because you want to hide the clam.
Yeah, no. Hide the clam in what?
In breadcrumbs.
That's like eating a 400-pound chick. You got to find the clit. You got to fucking, nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to play find the clit. So it's the same fucking thing, right? Nobody wants to play that game.
Okay.
It's tough enough to find the G string when it's in there. It gets cupped in between a little fat leg over here, and you got to pull it out with a fucking scissor and cut it like a umbilical cord. You know what I'm saying? So,
none of the chubby girls I had ever wore thongs. It was very sad.
You got to wear it. Listen, the thong is like it's a size smaller.
Yeah.
So if they eat a lot of donuts or they get fucked in the ass, it just pops. You know what I'm saying? It's like, look at Lee. He's like a little retard.
You buy a chair that I have to fucking dangle my feet with, it's going to happen.
So, yeah, I had that. I had some baked clams. Then the chicken came with the fucking potatoes and the scarpiello. Not too good, but I ate the chicken to get protein.
Okay.
Took the chicken off the bone.
0
get
points.
Every protein. Then they were going to make steak pizza. But he didn't want a red sauce on it. Let me tell you something. It was one of the best cuts of meat I've had in a long time. I must have ate 50 pieces of those little meats.
Did you leave the kitchen?
I wasn't in the kitchen. I was in the fucking banquet hall, like everybody.
Oh, it was
else.
a banquet hall. I thought it was at their house. I don't know.
Chef? And then they brought. Listen to this. They brought baked zeppelis. Baked. The first bite, you're like, oh, this is different. But then you're like, holy shit, there's no grease. I must have ate a whole fucking bag. They had like every table had a bag of them. I kept mingling. I kept going over to every table, just stealing one big one. Like they look like white horns. By my area, there was a circle of white powder. It was like 1987 in my fucking area. There was white powder everywhere on my sweats, my fucking shirt, my jeans. I ate a whole bag of those fucking things. Delicious. I'm going to tell you what else I ate the other night. I told you I got super high the other night.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm going to see what these Krispy Kremes all about. I'm going to stop at McDonald's and get a glazed Krispy Kreme. Dog, I tell you what, not bad. I only ate one of them. I gave the rest to the girls. Then we threw them out the next day, 3 of them.
Were they hot? Like, did they warm them up?
Yeah, they were. They're in a little thing. And, I mean, listen, not bad.
Well, of course, it's a Krispy Kreme. It's always going to be good.
But they only got 3 brands. They got the white one, the clear, the chocolate with the sprinkles, and maybe something else.
Yeah, but it's McDonald's. Like, that's how you know they want us dead. If they had Krispy Kreme at McDonald's when I was going to McDonald's 4 or 5 times a week, I would be dead right now.
Listen, they should just put a casket outside McDonald's. Like the first guy to get like a business called McDorkins and put it next to McDonald's, a funeral parlor, and then like bury people in their favorite like quarter pounder casket, fucking
McNuggets,
McNugget casket, the whole fucking thing. It wouldn't be like right now if you fucking opened up a funeral parlor and just put like caskets made out of
the French fries. Yeah, you could put a whole family together.
French fries, you could put a whole family together. You could put them in the car eating the French fries, bury them, and 200 years from now, exhume them. The skeletons will be dust, but the French fries will still be there in the package, and one finger will be stuck on the bone. By the time you go get it, it just dissolves.
Dude, that's a crazy. Have you seen that? Where like scientists will have like a McDonald's meal under a glass for like 30 years, and there's not even mold on it. Like that's how like there's like 3 or 4 of these that I use. There's no. I think I ate more fast food than. Like, you know how they have, like, that Spotify Wrapped? Like, you're in the top 1% of U2 listeners? I think I was probably, for a while, in the top 1% of... I would eat fast food every day. when I was 300 plus pounds. I love fast food, and it's disgusting. And I still like it.
I heard somebody they saying that Wendy's is just
Oh,
god awful.
they've ruined. It was the best. Wendy's was number one when I was growing up. When the cups were yellow, and they had someone they were just talking about this in Are You Garbage? They had a salad bar that had pudding and Jello on it for free, and then and then the spicy chicken sandwich. This sandwich used to be big, and now it looks like they microwaved it. I hate Wendy's now. Wendy's was number one, and now it's
Who has the chili?
I never had the chili. Wendy's had chili.
Let me tell you something. The chili kept me together from 1997 to 2000, maybe 2001, because the chili and something else was on the dollar menu.
Probably a burger.
There was a burger, the little, and the baked potato. So fuck, for $6, man, that was lunch for me. I get the chili, the baked potato, which you didn't eat the skin even back then. Like, I like the skin.
Right.
I always eat the skin first, but not there. The skin looked a little fucked up, but the potato was okay. And then I'd eat the cheeseburger with it.
I'm surprised you ate the chili. Isn't that just like the day-old cheeseburgers that they just put in there?
You know, I didn't know. I don't know. At that time, listen, I was so fucking, I went day to day. So it was whatever I got. You know, I was on that Josh Wolf block by Vista. I either got a turkey burger from Josh Wolf or fucking, you know. So I went, one of the places I went to was Wendy's, and the other place was, what's a Chinese place down the corner from there? It's well known. Like, it's been there for fucking.
Oh, like an LA place.
Yeah, it was right there on the corner of La Brea and Sunset. There's a Chinese joint.
Oh, is it it's not the Chinese theater, is it?
No, is that the little fucking La Brea and Sunset?
I don't know where anything is.
Sunset and La Brea has a Chinese place on the corner that I went to for years. I forget what the fuck the name is. I would go there, get lunch, and at the same time get my headshots done. There was like 20 things in that area to do. There was 1,000 things in that mall. They taught karate upstairs. Then across the street was the other headshot lady. And she was really hot, Asian. And her husband looked like Santa Claus. And we were going there every day to make copies. And one day the husband died. And somebody told me, like, the husband died. I'm like, I'm going to go in there and get dibs on that woman. It must have been like 98, 99. And I remember me and my friend Ricky Cruz had the biggest crush on that Asian woman. And we would go over there every day and try to hit on her. And she wasn't budging. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was like, nah, I'm no mood. But she was hot. So we would go over there and make those printing copies. That whole neighborhood was like an actor neighborhood. So everything you needed was in those couple streets. Fuck, it's going to kill me not to know the name of that Chinese joint.
Well, we'll look it up during the break.
Okay.
But so you'd go there and eat and get like the lunch special?
Lunch special was huge there.
How is it? Did you get anxiety about that? Like, because I know you didn't. It didn't seem like you minded being broke when you were back then. Like
I was used to it. It was just, listen, after a while, you get used to it, and you think you're going to be there for the rest of your life, so nothing really matters. You look at your credit card bills and you go, minimum payment, $300, good luck. You know, you used to look at your credit cards and go, I owe $60,000. And you look at the bill and go, I'm never going to get out of that.
Like, that number could be $6 million at 60 grand.
You're never going to get out of that. Like, at that, there's a number that you could always get yourself out of with an extra job and pray that your tire doesn't blow up or your engine doesn't blow up or your cat doesn't swallow a needle. You know, I remember being broke, dog, and my cat swallowed a fucking needle. And we had to scrape up $600 in like 10 credit cards. Like 32 off one, 18 off the other. You know, but that's the things that set you back. When you're trying to get debt off your fucking lot, it's that fucking flat tire. And they can't get it. Now it's a $250 tire. That destroys you.
And it always happened, at least to me, it would always happen like right when I thought I was doing well. Like, it would be like a couple weeks or a month of like, okay, I'm ahead now. It's okay.
Money away. Everything's good. I filled up my tank. I got groceries. And then you hit a pole. I remember one day I hit something. I had to call Ralphie to bail me out. I mean, there was no way. I just called him and told him the truth. Rafi, I don't have a dime. I got no tires, and there ain't no way I can make a living or get anything to eat. He's like, go over to Goodyear, the Goodyear on whatever. Tell him I sent you. Tell him to call me up. I'll give him my credit card number. I told you, I had to do that once with him. It was just, there was no hope. There was no way I was going to get 4 tires. Even if I went to Las Filas and went to those little Mexican shops where the tires are $20, even at that, I couldn't afford $80.
Right. Because I've thought about that a lot. Because I've been very blessed that, like, you know, things get expensive and I have, you know, money gets tight. But you think about that, like a single mom or anybody who they're like, hey, you got towed, it's $200. And like, I don't.
Yeah, the car's done.
There's no way I'm going to get it.
$200, the car's done. I'll never see that thing again. Because if I do get $100 and then I'm looking for another 100, I'll buy a gram of Coke because I'm depressed because I didn't get the other $100. You know, there's always, guys, there's always something. You know, and there comes a time in your life when you go, okay, I'm in this debt. You know, college. Like I was talking to a friend of mine a couple of weeks ago, and she has been out of college for 10 years, maybe, even longer.
Mm-hmm.
And she was saying she still owes 50 large.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, you walk around every day with a student loan debt of 50 large. I'm not judging.
That's
I
probably
used
low.
to walk around with a debt of 400,000 and not answer my phones. I couldn't even get a phone. It took me 12 years to get credit. And it started with Sprint. That's why I'm very loyal to Sprint. Because Sprint sided me for $200 a month. My package was $189. So every time I went over, they shut my fucking phone off, and I had to run down there and pay $2.25, shit like that. You know, but Sprint billed me back up, and
Right.
then Terry put me on a loan. I paid it back, and fucking, there was just so many things. But I disappeared for so long.
Yeah.
Those cards started collapsing in 92. I disappeared. I was like, I'm getting a pager. If these credit card people get a number of a pager, I'm hiring them. They're fucking the best. Because they would call me anywhere. I'd go to the bathroom here, and the phone would ring. You, Joey? Yeah, somebody wants to talk to you. Hey, it's Visa. It's Tom from Visa. Where you been? You were supposed to send that check last week. We never got it. Listen, your card's going to get cut down this Friday. You got to get a minimum payment in real quick to keep it, you know. And you're like, minimum payment? It's Friday. I got to make rent.
Yep.
Your minimum payment is going to the fucking landlord.
And there's like, they don't work with you at all, really. I've noticed.
No, who's going to work with you? You're a bum. You didn't pay the light bill.
No, but even if you do pay, like
You didn't pay the water bill. You're a bum. You didn't pay it for 6 months, and then you did this. You're a bum in their eyes.
Right.
I sold cars, so I remember the credit reports and how the banks would look at credit reports and how every time, you know, there's so many things to affect your credit rating to make it stronger, and there's a lot of things you could do that works against it. You don't even know.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. Like, let's say on the other side, let's say you start doing well, and you can start making payments, and you get busy, you're working, and you're late by 2 days, and like, sorry, we're gonna ding your credit report. Sorry, late charge.
Listen, if you've been working, you could call them sometime.
Every once in a while, but some of them are assholes.
Dog, I know. It's like, all right, people tell you not to file for bankruptcy. But if you call those debt consolidation places, they're fucking worse.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they cut a deal, they get it wiped off. So, listen, in my situation, when you look at a bankruptcy, you're dead for 7 fucking years. That's a long time to be dead for. That's dead. That's dead. I was dead for like 13 years.
And was it hard for you to like get? I mean, you weren't even applying.
I had a credit
for
card
apartments.
that was $250.
Okay.
That was 82%.
Jesus.
So if I put a sandwich on it at the airport, it was just to travel. My wife got me a $250 card just to travel, but it was 30%. So if I got a cheeseburger, it was $42. And that shit was ticking. That's another company that would call me and go, hey, you're at $298. You better make a payment right now. We're going to shut down the card. You know, it was fucking brutal, you know. And then I had that, the pager, which doesn't fucking get you anything. And then a friend of ours opened up a Sprint store on Hollywood, on Sunset, right by the the comic book store where we did the podcast at.
Yeah.
Right there. There used to be a Sprint store there.
Okay.
And he told me, he goes, come in and I'll get you hooked up for 200. Come in. And I was like, he ain't going to do it. He fucking did it. And then that builds up a little bit. And then, guys, who the fuck knows? To this day, I'm still leery of credit cards.
They're very scary.
I'm leery of credit cards. I'm happy they're ATMs. I'm happy that when you go there, you got the money in the bank. And that's it. It's yours. It's not yours. But that other shit, that's the quickest way of shooting yourself in the head. It's like the other day. And listen, you guys are going to look at me and go, Joey, you're a hypocrite. No, I'm going to tell you the truth. The other day, I'm watching this fucking, I was watching something, sporting event. And Terry, my wife, goes, that's just weird that there's a sports betting line on the TV. And I go, Terry, this is it. Listen, when you grew up in this area as a child, guys talk gambling all the time. So eventually you put in that first 5-timer, which was $5 to win 25 or lose 30, and you get, and I grew up with 3 or 4 people got into gambling problems. But I predict in the next 10 years, 5 years, the gambling problem is going to be worse than it's ever been. Because it's introduced to these kids at a young age, and it's accepted. When I was 18, you had to call a guy, hi, Black Cavalier. Now, you just put 200 on your books, and you're ready to rock. At 18, 19, little Joey, the kid around the corner had 3 or 4 accounts. He's fucking 10. He's 10. FanDuel and another one, These kids figure it out. I don't give a fuck. The same way we figured out how to get somebody to buy liquor for us, they figure out how to open up. They'll go in front of the mother and take their hand while they're sleeping. And there's 1,000 things, right?
And even then, I'm sure kids get credit cards on their phones now. And bank, all you have to do is attach it to a bank account. I mean, luckily, a lot of these major people they verify everything, but you never know. They could get into their parents' account and place bets. I'm sure that happens. It's the whole even just everything the phone brings to kids is crazy.
Everything in your world is on your fucking phone. Somebody steals your phone, they're crafty, you're done. You're done because they've allowed that. They've allowed it to put Apple Pay and this pay and poo pay. I don't pay nothing with my fucking phone. I got an ATM card and I got a pocket. And that's where I pay from. I don't need to king, king like a fucking idiot to be cool in front of your friend. I don't need that. I don't need to order ahead.
You don't order ahead?
No, I don't want them to know I'm coming. Why are you going to call somebody and let them know I'm coming? You're going to shoot me. I'm coming right into your hands. You want to poison me with that coffee or whatever?
Nobody gets.
I don't do none of that. I show up and you put the order in and you watch them. You look in their eye. You black dog because they don't know. Who's the order for? Lee. Okay, they don't know fucking Lee unless you go in there every day and you start a relationship with them. But today, nobody talks. They go to a counter, right? There's a food. They put a bag on a thing.
Right.
You walk in, you look at it, thank you, and you walk out. You don't know. They don't know you from Adam.
No, people steal that stuff all the time.
Yeah, I would. Dog. Can you imagine in my day? Shit, I'd be eating for free like a motherfucker right now. Walking into Starbucks, fucking lifting. I see it all the time. And people they leave it there. They wait for the Uber. How many times have I been at Starbucks with my daughter? And there's a couple of those drinks and fucking cherry drinks. And all of a sudden some fucking dude walks in like he just ran out of a track. Like he's just getting chased out of the racetrack in Freehold, which is closed. But he comes out and he's like, the Uber. So Uber picks up coffee for you.
Uber will pick up anything you want.
I'm too old school. I can't do it.
No,
I don't want to order ahead. Unless if I have to order, there's 2 or 3 things I could order from my favorite restaurant, Osteria. I could order chicken parm and they'll cook it for me. I could order anything and they'll pick it up. And I trust them.
Right.
Everybody else, I don't want to trust nobody. I want to go there and order and see what they do and how they act, like with a Chinese restaurant.
Right.
I want them to see them make it. It's right there, the kitchen.
But you can't usually see into the kitchen.
There's 2 restaurants in my neighborhood you can see in the kitchen for Chinese places.
I had no idea that was part of the
Oh, yeah, that's the whole thing. When they get the food on the walk, the cat, they throw
Yeah.
gasoline on that motherfucker, the thing blows up. They start yelling, "Atao, atao, pa, pee, pa."
Do they ever get mad at you for just staring at them? Are you like mean
No,
mugging them the whole
I'm
time?
fucking amazed by them. Listen, if I go to how many restaurants you go to there, a la fresco, whatever the fuck, where the kitchen's wide open and the chef, I would never work at one of those places.
No.
Like, if I was a chef, listen, this is what I need is a bunch of fucking jerk-offs looking at me. Go fuck yourself. El Nido has a 3 tables for VIPs that you just look in the kitchen.
Yeah, they have
No.
tables in the kitchens at some restaurants.
No, I'm not doing that. I got to perform like a seal now. It's hard enough I got to cook. Now I got to have 3 idiots like, looking at me with a fucking glass of whatever the fuck they're holding. I forgot it was Cinco de Mayo yesterday. What a fucking fucked up holiday.
You didn't like Cinco de Mayo?
Well, it's like a bullshit holiday because it doesn't. Even Mexicans don't do it. It's for white people to drink margaritas. Like right now, if you go anywhere on Route 22, any of those Mexican explosion, that's what you're gonna see. A bunch of white girls about to get raped. You know what I'm saying? With that fucking tequila and shit, letting themselves off. Somebody slips a roofie with a tequila, you're done. You wake up, what happened? Yeah, I'll tell you what happened. You dumb fuck. You should have stayed home.
It is kind of amazing how like there's so many holidays that if you boil them down, or just
They're
people want to get
bullshit.
fucked up.
But you don't know. You only know 1 year when you puke on that holiday. When you puke on Cinco de Mayo and you wake up the next morning, you're like, what? I went to a bar. There was no Mexicans there. There was not one Mexican jumping up and down. The only Mexican was the busboy. And they treated him like shit. They were whipping him, the whole fucking thing.
Yeah, and like, what about like St. Patrick's Day? Isn't that really not like? Do Irish people really care about that?
Yeah, but listen, you don't want to entangle the Irish.
What
Just
happens
leave
with the Irish?
alone. Just leave them alone. It's that day. St. Patrick is Italian, right? That's how fucked up it is. So just don't worry about it. If they offer you a drink, you take it. Like Mother's Day is bullshit. It just makes me sentimental. I go, what the fuck? Mother's Day is every day.
Right.
In your world, Mother's Day is every fucking day. Calling them, thinking about them, whatever. Right?
You'd hope so.
And then Father's Day, that's the worst. That's the worst of all the fucking holidays.
You don't like it?
No. Like, I fight hard every day for that little fucking munchkin.
So what? And you don't want? I don't know. It's not nice.
What are we going to do? Go to a park, look around?
You get to grill.
Happy Father's Day. Let's go eat. There's nothing there. It's a homemade holiday.
That's true.
It's like I think they're going to change a bunch of holidays back. Like they're going to bring back Columbus Day and something else and something else. No more Androgynous Day. That shit got cut out. That's it.
There's one change that I saw that I wanted to get your opinion on.
Which is?
They're opening Alcatraz.
Okay.
Let's just say they do. Could you imagine, like, being sent there? That's fucked up.
After the guy mugs you, they'll send him there. How's that?
Let's hope. Well, yeah, fuck him.
Have you been to Alcatraz?
Yeah.
Me too. I've been like 2 times. Tremendous. You take the fucking boat out there. I don't think people would survive out there now.
Yeah.
I think it's been a big difference in weather, climate. That's a cold motherfucker out there.
Probably.
I'm going to repeat it. That's a cold motherfucker out there. I'm going to repeat it. That's a cold motherfucker. September, you go to those stadiums, you freeze. I can't even think about October when Barry Bonds was hitting those home runs into the ocean, whatever the fuck.
Right.
Those games were fucking, you freeze to death. You would see those people out there like freezing.
I mean, it's California. I knew it was a little colder. I didn't know it was that cold. Do you think it's...
Dog, I remember I went up there with Felicia. I left Burbank Airport. It was 100 degrees. I had a white T-shirt on. And I landed in San Francisco, and I had to stop in Fisherman's Wharf and get one of those Welcome to San Francisco sweatshirts. In July, it was fucking 60 and freezing because that wind comes off that ocean blazing. Blazing.
Yeah.
Remember, so what's the writer? What's the famous writer? The coldest winter I ever spent was a summer in San Francisco.
Oh, shit, I don't know.
Yeah, the coldest winter he ever spent was a summer in San Francisco.
And
Mark
then-
Twain. There you go. So Alcatraz is a prison unless they reheat it. You know, it's so out-functioned now.
Yeah, no, they couldn't put people there now.
Yeah, but it doesn't. Listen, here's what the purpose of a prison is: punishment.
Right.
It's not for you to go to a vacation or anything like that. That's the real purpose of a fucking prison. And to try to get rehabilitated, which they don't give a fuck about. They think putting you in a hole with no windows is going to rehabilitate you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But, like, what's that Colorado Supermax? You don't even see sunlight there.
Really?
That's under the fucking ground. They built it in.
Oh, shit.
So it's like 2 or 3 floors in.
Oh, no, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I wish we had all this shit used so we could show people. But all that shit was a prison that was built down. So it's like either 2 or 3 floors. That's where America's worst are at. All the terrorists, all the people, that's where they put them. You're not ever going to see fucking daylight again.
They might like Alcatraz then.
Who?
It's kind of pretty.
Yeah.
Like to go from in the ground? I didn't know it was in the ground. I'm
Yeah,
not even trying to be funny.
No. I'm not talking about Alcatraz. I'm talking about the one in Colorado.
Right.
Supermax, whatever the fuck. And then you're going to open up Alcatraz, which again, it doesn't pertain to me because I'm not planning on doing any crimes.
Of course not.
There's 2 or 3 I'd like to do. I'd like to do them.
That's all. I would have thought it'd be way more.
That's it. So if they open it, listen, prison in this country is a business.
Uh-huh.
There's no end of topic to it. There's maybe 3 people who'll tell you that, yeah, we could do it and people could get better. No, it's not. It's just a business. They open up halfway houses, prisons. You know, it's a business. So, yeah, we got more criminals, so you might as well open up more prisons.
I can't imagine. Like, to be in Alcatraz just seemed extra scary. I didn't.
It's 24 hours.
Because, like, no one's ever escaped.
Well, they did. Clint Eastwood escaped.
I apologize.
Nobody caught that dude. Nobody found the body. They just found the shackles years later. Okay, the sharks could have fucking ate him, but that dude was never found. So let's just say he didn't really escape. He tried.
Right. A bunch of people. I think it was like 12 or 14. I think I read today.
And nobody.
No, only that one guy who like they didn't find.
They didn't find.
But it's I don't know. But like the amount of money it would cost to rebuild it. Like like you just said, prison is a business. Do you think we should be spending like our money on like building? I don't know. That seems fucked up.
I mean, who we're gonna throw in that? Homeless people?
I guess.
And give them their own island. Homeless island out there. Send the migrants out there with them. You see, today they didn't have the sweatshirt on. Today they had the camouflage hat. I saw like 3 of them walking around with the camouflage hat. My favorite migrants. But no, all jokes aside, listen. It's like anything else. If you build it, they'll come.
Right. Yeah.
You build Alcatraz, rebuild it. I don't know what it's going to cost. I'm not a construction. This is the first I heard about this.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, listen. Keep opening them up, and there's a bunch of other prisons that are fucking shut down. Maybe Ratty. Listen, it's a prison. It's not supposed to be the Four Seasons. It's fucking prison. Yeah, you got your little Lompoc for the Italians up there in Northern California. They go up there and learn how to play tennis and ride horses. You got the one on the East Coast. I forget what it is. You got prison camps that are fucking pretty nice, but you've earned your time. You've paid for an attorney. You know what I'm saying? You maintained him. You covered your bills. Now it's time to celebrate a little bit. You go up to Lompoc. That's where all the pimps go. But not everybody's going to get to go up there.
Right.
You know? So, you know me, dog. I ain't planning on going back to jail. But
fuck no.
So I don't think. And then you have the one in Cuba that they're using.
Oh, Guantanamo.
Guantanamo. Aren't they using Guantanamo, too? What's that?
Just for them, for the migrants. Alcatraz too.
Oh, it's just for migrants?
I didn't know that. Yeah.
But why are we building? See, again, I don't want to get into politics, but why are we building a jail to put migrants in there? Send them back. Oh, yeah. That makes sense.
Okay.
That makes sense. See, when you're like let's say I didn't have paperwork and I came from Cuba 14 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
I do something wrong, anything. I throw a wrapper on the floor. If a cop pulls me over and takes me down, it's a whatever violation. They could take you back to Cuba.
Damn. Okay.
If you get in trouble here, not throwing a piece of wrapper on the floor, but you know what I'm saying. Like if I commit a heavy duty crime and they take me down to immigration, they could pull me out of here. And infidels, those people are going to just shoot me. That's all they do. They just shoot you. You're a traitor to the country. You came here. You left on a raft.
Oh, if they send you back to Cuba?
Yeah, if they send you back to Cuba, they just shoot you. And everybody knows that. That's why they have all these fucking people trying to get human rights violations down there. There's tons of them, and they don't give a fuck. They're a communist country. You think their prisons have TVs and remote controls, and they give you 3 eggs for breakfast, and it's club fed? You think that's what they got down there?
No.
Dog, it's brutal. There's no air conditioner. That island gets hot. Power goes out. There was a jail that they would just make them walk around naked. Can you imagine that? Being in a prison with men naked. And there's a hole in the floor, and that's where you shit and piss. Good luck getting to that fucking hole.
Especially where I am now. Like, I can't. If you grew up there, like, I don't know. If you grew up there, is it less crazy, or is it just as crazy?
If you grew up in Cuba,
Yeah.
Well, half the people in a Cuban prison aren't there because they're real criminals. It's because they broke a political policy. Like
They're putting people like that in that kind of prison.
Okay.
I thought this was like Supermax.
Well, no. They have a couple prisons in Cuba. They have many detention centers and shit like that. But in every province, as they call them, they probably have a prison, right?
Okay.
But if you don't go to school, like, I forget what the rules were. If you didn't go to work like 3 days in a row, they put you in jail. They do a ton of shit to you that we don't know about, or some of us do, but they do. But I know when I met people 40 years ago that were just getting out of Cuba for Mariel, it was brutal. On Saturdays and Sundays, you had to go to a meeting place, and Fidel spoke for 8 to 10 hours. And you have to stand there in the heat, and there's people watching in the audiences to see if you're falling asleep. You have to clap after everything he said. You had to do all that shit. If people saw you not clapping, they come over, get you, and throw you in fucking jail, give you a beating. It's fucking brutal. And to think that we're 90 miles from that, and it's been close to 60 years, 70 years, 60 years that nobody has done shit.
Right. I mean, and that's like it's a hard question because we I don't want to get political either. But like there has to be some fine line. Like you were an immigrant. Like so like you understand where these people are coming from. Like a lot of people are in fucked up situations, and like that's kind of what America was built on. But it obviously went like a lot too far.
It's really weird how I feel about all that stuff. When I first moved to Jersey, a couple miles away is the Club 35.
Okay.
35 Triple X. It's a club that my friends owned, and it's just a strip club that's buck wild. It's buck wild in there. But the first time I went in there to see him, he said to me, all those girls over there are Cuban. So after a couple minutes, one of them will always come up to you and talk to you, and I started talking to one that was young and nice. She was about 25, and I'm looking at this girl, and she's beautiful. I mean, she's beautiful on these streets. If you dressed her up and shaved her eyebrows and, got her tightened up, she's a fucking knockout. She was blonde. She was funny. And, I would give her like $30. Just sit here, talk to me. And I would ask her creepy questions about Cuba. And she would wait for me some nights. She'd go, it's Wednesday. You're going to come? Like the whole thing. I liked it. I don't know. Ever since the club closed down, I don't know what those fucking people are doing now. But I would talk to her, man. And it would make me really fucking sad.
Why?
That place is still doing that. Like, these people get on now you could leave. Now, if you do the paperwork, you could leave, but you got to leave somebody down there. Like, this girl had her mother down there. Her father lived in Miami, but her mother was down there. And she was taking trips once a month to go down there. That's why she stripped. But they're hookers. But they've been hookers since they were 14.
In Cuba?
14, 13, they're out there for the tourists and all these fucking animals that go down there to fuck 14-year-old hookers.
I didn't know that about
And then
Cuba.
these girls come up here and they're buck wild. Cuban chicks, when they go off the rails, they're buck wild. They'll say shit to you that you're like, oh my God. Like she was talking about sucking my ball through my asshole and sucking the true sperm out of it. And I'm like, why are you talking about it? This ain't going to happen. They're on a different fucking level. And I would talk to them, well, how long have you been doing this for? Since I was 14. Sometimes I'd be sitting there watching a game, and she'd come over like nothing and go, come on, go have a good time. Go get your dick sucked. Get any one of these chicks to suck your dick. I mean, it was fucking insane how that's their mentality. But I would ask them about, like, different things, the food. And, man, it's not good. It's not good.
What happened?
Just they don't have no meat.
Really?
You get like a laundry list every month of shit. 3 cans of ginger ale, 8 eggs, but you got 30 days. You eat egg, we eat 2 eggs a day, right?
At least
30 days. That's 60 eggs. They get 8 eggs for 4 people for a month. They could probably get like 2 cups of coffee for a month. You got to keep reusing the filter and figure out. They call it white coffee. That's what they call it in Cuba. White coffee now with some shit. They don't even have the coffee no more. The soil where all the fucking, those great tobaccos were grown, that soil has been abused. There's no good soil left. They've been banking on that soil since fucking 1920. It's 2025. That soil is fucking, that's why they're coming from the Dominican Republic, are they not? There's, like, Dominican cigars are big.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know about that.
That's, they got a grid that hasn't been built. I think a pirate built it. The electrical grid. Every time there's a storm, they lose power for 3 or 4 days.
And it's still a communist country?
Still a communist country, but then on the other side of that, again, I'm talking hypocrisy because my cousins are there.
Okay.
My cousins belong to a national Cuban band. And guess what? They don't suffer. They don't suffer. They have beautiful homes, swimming pools. They get great money. My cousin performs every night. I'm not talking shit about her. I'm just telling you the realities of that fucking communist country. These people, they barely eat. They got no shoes. You see the cars in Cuba? Fucking a Cuban could fucking fix a car up, dog.
Right, they're all like 70-year-old cars, right?
Yeah, 70-year-old fucking cars. And they still got them on the road with duct tape and elbow grease.
And I just don't know. Our problem is they're a communist country, like, so we don't let anything go in. Is that the deal?
We have an embargo. So nothing American could go in there. We can't help them. We can't do anything. So they would maintain for years off of Russia. And then Russia went broke, and then they cut them off. So I think the only thing Cuban has is sugar. Yeah. They trade, but it's not sufficient. And the government takes all the big packages. You know what I'm saying? They just give you little buds.
Oh, yeah.
But then again, listen, we could sit here and talk about Cuba. There's places in Africa that are like that. I mean, listen, man, we goof around a lot and all that, but what's Palestine look like? Think about all these places now on earth. Think about what our fucking freedoms are. How we get up and go get a hot dog. We get up and fucking go smoke pot or something like that. And then there's these fucking people and then you have to think about how lucky was I that God let me be born in the United States.
Oh, yeah.
Like, did you ever think about it? You could have been born in Africa with flies on you and people coming up to you with a dish in their mouth trying to talk to you and shit. And you're like, I don't know what to think. And I'm not saying that's bad. They might be looking at us.
Yeah.
Go and look at those billy goats in America with everything. But you ever think of that? That's when it really gets scary, when you're like, how lucky am I that I wasn't born during fucking, in India during the fucking, the cow scare of 1922 or whatever the fuck it is. You guys don't, you know what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely.
You have to at times go, why was I so lucky that I was born in this country instead of Switzerland or fucking somewhere that's not kosher, where you see people like, you ever see that late night commercial? And all those people have the fucked up lips, and you got to send them money,
The cleft palate or whatever.
Yeah, palate. How come we weren't born there? How lucky or what? So when you start thinking about that, you go, you know what? I got to do something with my fucking life.
Yeah. We're very lucky.
So it's pretty fucking interesting. Let's take a breather. We're going to talk to you about a couple things today. DraftKings, Nick, Blue Chew. You know how we do it. We'll be back. We're back, bitches. Anyway, Syatt is fucking done. because he took a week off. He went to training. Everything was
because I
good.
took a week
He
off.
went up there with his girlfriend. That means they're on 5 milligram edibles and the whole thing. And then he
Do
went
I ever
to,
get to defend myself?
then
No,
his
it's not a
mother's
week
surprise
off.
party.
It's
He couldn't eat.
400 milligrams.
Yeah, but that's why.
Yeah,
'cause
but what do you mean that's
we
why?
gotta shock the fucking system. You took 10 days off. Didn't even bring an edible up there with you. Dicked around for 2 fucking weeks. You know. Now you want to tell me, I know what I'll talk about. My mother's 70. Listen, leave me alone, all right? You ate Puerto Rican food at some white people's house.
No, Puerto Rican food was really
they're
good.
white Puerto Rican.
But yeah, dude, if anyone had 400 milligrams, people come up to me and they tell me, like, I've had doctors come up to me and be like, we're surprised, like, you're okay.
Oh, tell them to go fuck themselves. They're all pussies, dude, these fucking doctors. They're a bunch of fucking pussies. They don't know dick about dick.
They know something.
I'm surprised you're still alive. If they knew so much, how come when I took the 800 milligrams in the hospital and my heart rate was up above the moon, how come they couldn't figure it out, okay?
Because they don't think people
And
are
they
going to
looked in
dose
my
themselves
eyes
with
for like
edibles
10
in
minutes.
the
They were looking
hospital.
in my eyes. They had lights in there. I'm like, you find the fucking helmet, you fuck. And they couldn't find it. So don't believe it, doctor. They don't know dick about the THC world. I've been involved in the THC. I'm 62 years old. You got to, at this point, you got to say, he's been doing something for 50 fucking years. Because 12 is usually the starting point. I've been in this shit for 50 years. Nobody's died. Nobody's OD'd. Nope. Well, there's a couple people who have become retarded. But God loves them too. You know what I'm saying? God loves the retards too, and I'm one of them. I know it's affected me, but fuck, you're not going to come to me with some Chinese story about reefer. Maybe anything else or pills or whatever. Not reefer. I've been living proof, and all across the country. All across the country. From Thai weed in 83 here, all the way over there to the shit from the Golden Triangle before it was even the Golden Triangle.
What's the Golden Triangle?
I'm not going to tell you. It's those 4 cities, like up in Northern California by Humboldt and the other ones, and they grow weed up there.
Okay.
It looked like fucking coke in the 80s. That's how many white powders was in the fucking bag. So now people are going to come tell me about THC. I don't fucking think so. That's why when I go to weed stores, I just get aggravated. When people tell me that, oh, it's 29%, but you got terpenes. Listen, these terpenes don't do nothing. I need torpedoes, not terpenes. Terpenes are for faggots. I need torpedoes to shoot in my fucking brain. You know, dog, we don't even get high on 29, 30% weed. I don't.
No.
I got to put it up there and add macukia juice to it and fucking, we've worked hard for this tolerance, and I'm fucking proud of it. So fuck you and fuck them. And fuck the doctor, too, who's going to tell you. I hate when people, listen, you're not going to tell me that you got a license to smoke weed because your foot hurts. Listen, I'm too old. I'm too old. Just look me in the eye and go, listen, I like getting fucking high. Okay, then. Don't tell me you get high. Not you. I'm not. You
No, I
look
know.
at me like I'm accusing you. I'm not accusing you. You're a good egg. What
Thank
I'm
you.
saying is that fucking, people want to right away, well, he's been smoking pot. I'm sick and tired of people blaming everything on fucking drugs. You know, and maybe you were a retard when you started and you shouldn't have done drugs. Did you ever think of that? Because I know that was my problem. I wasn't ready for drugs, but I indulged in them and then went deep. And I wasn't ready for that. It broke me. And somewhere I made it back. I don't know where the fuck I made it back. I'm not all there, but I'm not fucked up either, hearing things. I live a very normal life. It's not like I'm fucking, what do I care? If the weed keeps my powder dry, so be it. You have to figure out in life what keeps your powder dry. For some people, it's reading a book. For some people, it's jumping off a fucking building. For some people, it's getting their dick sucked. And for some people, like me, I'm very content when I get smoke weed at night. Very content. Very content.
And is it something you see yourself doing for the rest of your life?
Fuck yeah. Till I'm in that fucking recovery room with the ear cancer and the fucking, you can't smoke in here, the oxygen. Go fuck yourself. I'm blowing the whole place up. Yeah, I'm blowing the whole fucking place up. I'm not going silent at night. I'm Uncle Joey, bitch. Speaking of which, we've discussed this person on the show again over the last couple months because it's my entertainment right now. I don't have much entertainment, but my form of entertainment is to torture certain people. I've been waiting 8 months to torture this girl, and she finally gave me the answer. This morning, I wake up at Monday morning like I do every fucking Monday, 6:15, and I just picked up my phone. I have my Whoop on there for sleep. So I usually do that when I'm waiting for the coffee to brew. I hit the Whoop button, and it tells me how hours I slept, how many times I woke up in the middle of the night. And usually, because I don't do drugs anymore, I don't have anybody calling me late at night. Every once in a while, I got somebody from California. There's a guy that's a writer that hits me up, but he fucking forgets. Like, I get the text message at 3 in the morning. I'm like, this guy's and he's from New York. That's what really burns me up. And he still texts me at 12 o'clock thinking it's 9 here. That's how retarded he is. So I got to hit him up every once in a while and go, what the fuck, how? You know, so this morning I woke up to 3 texts, and one of them was from this crazy girl. And I opened it up, and she goes, good morning. I just want to let you know I went to see a palm reader, one of those people, and he said that you should be in my life. And he told me, or she told me, that I'm from a different planet. And I always knew that I was from a different planet, but then I went home and told my mother, and she said that she's honored that that planet let her raise this girl. Now,
Hold on.
dog, I don't know what this is. So I put the fucking phone down. I get my glass of water with 22 ice cubes. I drink like 3 glasses of water. I go outside. It was raining this morning, but I still went outside. I had a hooded sweatshirt. So I went outside. I thank God for giving me another day. I'm thankful for what I got and for what I don't got. And then I deal with the world. And after I finish that cup of coffee, I deal with the world. I didn't even deal with it then. I went downstairs and I sprayed the shit in my lungs and fucking read Yahoo. There was something I wanted to see if Houston won last night. I was looking through all that. Then I finally went out, I smoked, and I came in. I go, now I'm ready to look at this fucking text message. Because sometimes I think I can't read. Sometimes I look at text messages and I don't even know who sent them. Like sometimes I can't see that. It's dark in my room when I get up, and then I just go to the bathroom, put my sweats on. So I look at this message again. I got a message from a buddy of mine and some other lunatic, and I look at her message. This is the one I wanted to see again. And again, I read, I went to see a hand reader, whatever the fuck, and he says that we should stay friends and that fucking I'm from another planet, and I always knew I was from another planet. Something just crazy talk. I had to put my glasses to actually look at it. And that she told her mother, and the mother said she's honored that the planet gave her to raise. And I'm like, wow, this is fucked up. I didn't even answer it. I just erased it because it was too heavy in the morning. I can't deal with that. I can't deal with that heavy in the morning. Remember, I got a 12-year-old, and she's going to come down the stairs any minute with some fucking nonsense. And I sit there and take it. You know, I'm to that point where I just turn the chair around and sit there and watch her just spiel about something that I have no idea what she's talking about.
Yeah, but that's...
But then I thought about it throughout the day, and I'm like, this is my hook to torture her. I get like one of those lights that people put up in front of those clubs in front of New York. You know what I'm saying? When you pull up in your limo and the light's going around.
Right.
We'll put one of those things in front of her house, like 50 yards, like a beam of light that just shines through her window when she's watching TV. And we'll set her up like that, little by little. Leave like Martian shit on her car or something.
You're going to, she's going to go nuts.
So who cares? She's already nuts. If somebody goes to a palm reader, like if I went to a palm reader as a goof and this motherfucker told me that I was from another planet,
how'd you feel?
What would I do?
Yeah.
I'd tip him and walk out of there. Well, I don't know. I don't fucking know, but I wouldn't believe it, you know. I mean, I don't even want to get into that because then the fucking conspiracy people come after me, but it's just fucking weird what's happening in America today. It really gets... Grab the water. It's okay. Did you see that? He just had his hand up like Chiller Theater. Remember? He had that little Jew hoof up like he was scared. He couldn't even know what a... This is 400 million. And I ate like 6, this motherfucker. Nothing.
I didn't see you eat 6.
I ate 2 here with you, and I ate 1 on the way up, and I smoked a blunt on the way up because it was bumper-to-bumper traffic, and I couldn't see. So I said, fuck it. If you're walking on ice, you might as well dance. If you're not going to see with all this rain, I might as well. I had this half a blunt left, dog. I smoked it yesterday at my daughter's game. On the way to the game, because I was running late, I was fucked up. My wife went and got McDonald's for everybody. I killed that shit. And then me and her were both sick last night. We had stomach aches. I had like 6 of those McNuggets and some fries
Ooh.
and a Dr. Pibb, and I was fucking fucked up. Mr. Pibb, whatever, Dr. Pepper, I don't even know no more. What happened, Lee? You're not going to give me the hand? He had the hoof. Who is right? Yeah, I told you. We ain't fucking around here no more. We're adults now. You know what I'm saying? The church in L.A. was something different. You took 2-3 years off. And I told you, we're going to kick it back up again. But then you started fucking around with those edibles from New Hampshire and the faggy bagels and the whole fucking deal. And then now this is why you like this. You could eat 400 and fucking do backflips when I met you.
No, first of all, no, I couldn't.
Yes, you could. Now you eat 400, look at you. You're not even going to remember the score of the Celtic-Knick game tonight. That's how fucked up you are, cocksucker.
It's not going to be good.
No, but it's okay. You need this once in a while. You were too much of a...
What do you mean?
Last week you had a faggy week. That's bullshit. Work, a surprise party for mom. Come on. We got to pick it up a little bit. You got to tell me about some sex clubs. I got to have
Sex
fucking...
clubs.
I got to have Eric come back here and take you for some
I
sex
love
club.
that.
That's what you need.
I don't want to go to the sex club, but I'd love to see
You
her.
need something. You need something because you're too,
There was one.
You live in the city, you eat a bagel in New Hampshire. I've never seen anything like this. What?
There was a sex club that opened up in Connecticut right next to a church they just found.
Okay, did you join?
No.
Then why are you bombing me for? Did you bring me a coupon so you could call them up and harass them?
No, I think they're closing it because it's like right next to a church.
Oh, well, I don't understand. They work from strength because if you want freaks, go to a church. That's where all the freaky, all those people that pray to God, they're the ones that fucking fuck little hookers on Tuesday nights after bingo and all that shit. They go down there and fuck a black chick even though they tell their wife they're racist,
Right.
That's what Christians and Catholics do. They're disgusting people. So a fucking hooker house next to a church would be the perfect fucking thing.
Well, it wasn't a hooker house, but yeah.
But anyway, I'm thinking of taking this girl like in Eddie Bravo grounds.
Oh my God.
Like running an all assault phone, video, tap into a house, make little fucking woo, like make those noises, outside the window.
Isn't she going to watch this?
Huh?
Isn't she going to hear this?
What, she what?
Wouldn't she hear this?
No, she don't watch this. She's too stupid. She wouldn't even put this on, even though that, she's too stupid.
How long do you think this assault will take?
Right now, it's May 6th. By the time I get the wheels going with some torches, because you can't just hit them with one torture. You got to hit them with 3 in a row, like something in the car, like they get like a beam of light in the car, and that's easy. That's easy. That's around the corner. I don't know where she lives. That's the problem I have. That's the only thing. I got to follow her home one night, my wife's car or something, and fucking, yeah.
It's so secretive. It's my wife's car.
I just got to, when somebody tells me that they're from another planet, now we got to work this. We got to put like a little, like the hat Norton wore when he thought he was Captain Video, like one of those hats, the Space Rangers, the space hats that you put on.
Right.
We should put one on her car just to let her know we're coming for you or whatever. Well, I got to watch that movie with the Martians and the old people. What's that movie when the Martians come to the old folks' home and they get all that energy to fucking swim?
I don't know.
Come on. None of you motherfuckers ever saw that movie? One of the greatest movies of all time.
I know the people that were in it. I don't remember the name of it.
Yeah. They're old people and they're at an old folks' home and Martians came and put the eggs in their swimming pool. So if you swam in the fucking pool, you got the strength of the Martians. And these guys were 60, 70, fucking breakdancing. That's right. I did see it at your house. That's right. With Wilford Brimley and the guy from 48 Hours. The old guy from 48 Hours. He's in
Is it Cocoon?
Cocoon. Cocoon is a badass fucking movie. So I could put something like that. I got to watch Cocoon to see how the Martians attack. Maybe War of the Worlds. But everybody thinks they come in satellites and shit. So I got to work it differently. We got to hit her from a different perspective.
Or you could just leave her alone and hope she goes and tells someone else about this stuff.
Nah, it's too much fun. We got to push her over the hill. One time we got just a little push over the hill to make her believe she's a Martian.
Oh my God.
That's what we need to do. I need to make her believe that she's really from another planet. And then she'll fucking, listen, I don't need to do anything. I could just move on. You're right. But, come on. I haven't had that type of fun since Eddie Bravo with the CIA. You know what I'm saying? When I told Eddie about the Joes and the CIA, that was my best work up to date. Or when I used to call you and tell you not to pick up the phone because the cops were going to call you, don't say a word,
Yeah.
and I hang up on you, same thing. They're all done to, like, I'll go to a house and steal one of her shoes. Like, right, you break in a house and steal all her shoes, but only the right one.
Oh my God, that's
And leave a note.
diabolical.
Leave a note. The Martians only dance on one foot. See, I'm thinking already. This is what I need. I need a little group here to help me, and we can fucking do this correctly. Push her over the top. She leaves the state.
And
She
I was
moves
just
to
gonna
New
ask,
Mexico and wait for Martians.
is that the goal? Like the goal is to get her to leave?
I have no goals anymore. I'm an old man. I just want to giggle, smoke dope, and it's fucking insane how Friday night. I didn't want to tell you guys. I was really upset. I told my wife when she got home Friday night. I told her that right to her face. I go, I did this, I did that. I went to the weed store. You know, I did a couple things, and she go, why didn't you? Because they went to see a play Friday night, and she goes, why didn't you go out? You know, why didn't you? And I'm like, I sat there all night thinking about what I was going to do. And then I said, you know what? I got Patreon, like Patreon money that I never spent. I go, maybe I'll cash it out and go to a strip club and just throw a bunch of singles up in the air. Right? Like, I even thought of that. And I'm like, nah. And I was thinking about all these, maybe I'll go up north. Maybe I'll just walk into a disco. I was thinking about going to that fight. Now I kicked myself in the ass. You know, was it that fight at Times Square? Roberto Duran. We fucked up. Mike Tyson was there, Roberto Duran. I would have died just sitting. I would have, because there were VIP seats. I would have just sat next to Roberto Duran and picked his fucking mind all night. He loves talking Spanish, whatever he could remember of it. You know. Huh? Garcia lost. Yeah, I knew that. What do you think? It's fucking, that was Monday, cocksucker. You don't think even a bird by now came over and told me, hey, Garcia lost. But, you know, I just felt bad. I'm like, I could see, like, weekends, I used to lose my mind. Like when I robbed a lady downstairs or a lady upstairs from me, it was a Sunday. Because I get bored on the weekends. I don't listen. You know, I don't eat on a Wednesday. It don't bother me. I don't smoke pot on a Wednesday. It don't bother me. But on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you got to be doing something. You got to smoke some dope and eat some food. And that's when I would just rob you. Like, by Friday, I did my worst crimes on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday because I just didn't even have the patience. Like, enough with this shit. I'm eating a steak. I'm getting the Chinese Szechuan beef. And all I wanted was Szechuan beef, pork fried rice, an egg roll, and a $20 bag of reefer. I don't ask for much. I could see if I was saying, well, I want to go to Club Venetian and walk in with a helicopter. No, I didn't want all that shit. I just wanted shredded beef from that Chinese restaurant in Fort Lee, pork fried rice, an egg roll, a little wonton soup with some noodles, and I'd walk across the bridge. How's that be? I'd walk across the bridge to save on bus money and burn the calories I ate from that fucking Chinese food. But after a while, and this Friday it hit me. Like when my wife came home, I was this close to crying and going, what type of man that's 60? And I told her, I got to go to that fucking Bourbon Street and throw singles up in the air. That money's not going anywhere. It's just single money. I could just throw it up in the air, like $1,800, like, and just go, woo, and make believe I'm a big shot. I'm like, no. Why would I want to do that? I mean, nothing seemed good.
There's nothing like, what about, no trip you'd like to take?
No what?
A trip?
On a Friday night at 8 o'clock or at 7:30 at night, there's no fucking trips. I'm talking about immediate. What can I do to get my fucking whistle hot and to keep my powder dry on a Friday night? There was really nothing. I mean, I'm not going to one of those Jersey restaurants with the chubby chick with smoke around her and she's doing some belly dance routine and they got the John Wick music when they shot the Italian chick. Oh, in the background. I don't want to see that shit. Like, what's her name? Lori? What's the chick from North Bergen that goes out every weekend with the hairpiece? She's got the fucking hairpiece and the whole thing. And she
Sure,
goes
she's
to these,
loving this conversation.
yeah, they go to some club in like Teaneck, and there's always that chubby Arab dancing. I don't want to see no chick dancing with her stomach out when I'm trying to eat fucking food. And they got that creepy John Wick music in the back, and all these New Jersey people that are fucking basically white trash are sitting there making believe. And there's a bunch of mokes walking around with giant shirts on a Friday night with hats, jet hats, and tattoos. And I'm like, nobody's getting pussy in that place. Look at the shape of that fucking place. Ain't nobody getting a fucking piece of tart in there.
No.
So I was like, when Terry got home, she goes, you didn't do nothing. I go, I went out for a ride. I did this. You know, I go, I couldn't get myself. There's some days, bro, I love to eat at a restaurant. You guys know me. I fucking love it. If I didn't have to eat at home, I'd be the happiest man in the world. But every time I go to a restaurant, it's drama now. Except when we go to our little restaurants. But even tonight, these motherfuckers got chicken noodle soup. What am I, 80? I'm 62. Fucking give me some love in there. But every time, like if you go to a good restaurant, it's what water do you want? Do you want a cocktail? Just give me the fucking food. Yeah, can I get a selfie? And you're like, you know what, man? I'm just trying to fucking eat my food, you know? So I don't even go out. Friday nights is a shitty night to go out anyway, by me. All the restaurants are packed. There's a wait list. Where you going? You want to go fight people? It's not even worth it. The food comes late. They don't come at all, you know. Yeah. What happened to my fucking steak? You wanted a steak? No. I'm sitting here because fucking, you know, Moses is making a comeback. You know. The fuck is wrong with people?
And it would be better to do it on a slower night because I went when it was busy and it was really loud, so it was like hard
Where?
to hear people in Boston.
Yeah, you went out Friday night to a surprise party.
Yeah.
With 80 people in the room that you don't know, you fucked. Anyway.
I'm just saying it's hard to hear, so we went on a
Sure,
slower
it's
night.
hard.
Yeah.
I can't hear anything as it is.
Right.
If you have a conversation and somebody, I can't hear you. I'm lost. So never mind music and John Wick music. Oh, whatever that shit they listen to. And I'm supposed to be impressed. Oh, I love this. You're from fucking Carney. Okay? Knock it off. You're from Carney. You've been sucking dick since you were 8. You know, and now you want to tell me about fucking, yeah. What the fuck is wrong with people?
I have no idea.
You don't need to have an idea, my brother. It's another week. What do you got for comedy this week?
This week I have a couple of shows. I have a show actually. I had a Temple on the Lower East Side on Thursday.
Okay,
Which
bomb
is
alert.
hysterical.
Bomb alert. There's going to be
It's
3
gonna be
cops
so-
out there and shit.
And then on the 9th, I'm going to be at Morristown at the Colonial Comedy Show.
What is that? That's not the dojo?
No, it's next to the dojo, or it's near to the dojo. It's cool. I got it vetted by Vic.
All right.
It's cool.
Be burning bridges.
I'm not.
Making me nervous already.
I'll give him a call, but
Ali Akbar! Anyway, that's what you're going to hear outside your little Jew show Thursday night. Ali Akbar and a spitball.
But yeah. And then I will be with Josh Wolf in
You are?
Virginia at the end of the month.
That's the end of the month. Why are you confusing people?
Because you brought it up earlier.
Huh?
Because you brought it up
Oh.
earlier.
No,
then
May
wh-
17th is done, dog. We got next Wednesday, Thursday, we're at the dojo. Little
Cool.
pre-impromptu show. This Thursday, I'm going to stop by Alfred Robles on Thursday night. George will be gone. I'll be at the Stress Factory maybe Thursday night to see my brother Al. Wednesday, maybe the dojo. You know, I got to get my shit together. You know what I'm saying? I'm slipping. I'm fucking slipping. Last week, it was just the stitches got loose. I started my court case last week on fucking Zoom. Listen, I don't know if you've ever been to court, but when you go to court on Zoom, that's a complete different fucking side. I don't know who I'm looking at, and the judge looked like me, but she was a woman with glasses on. And when she popped up on the screen, I'm looking at my wife going, these motherfuckers, that's a meme. That's a meme with me with glasses on. And the judge is like, hi, good afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God she didn't hear me. Thank God.
What happened?
Because I'm like, she didn't move. She just came on the screen and was looking. I'm like, that motherfucker put up a meme of me with glasses and a blonde wig on. She had a bunch of wrinkly face like mine. I'm like, what's going on with this fucking woman? The next thing you know, she goes, hi, she wasn't really a judge. She was a mediator. So in LA, you have to have a mediation first, a court-ordered mediation,
Okay.
and then it goes to trial June 30th.
Oh shit.
I start a trial June fucking 30th on Zoom. Every day after 5 o'clock. Because 5 o'clock is 2 o'clock back there. So June 30th at 2 o'clock, we're in court. And it's not criminal charges.
Right.
It's a civil suit against a weed company.
Right.
Like 4 of them for using my likeness. This motherfucker went off, Jack. He went off.
I don't know. I just don't know what I can ask. So
Ask with your little clammy
I don't know.
hand. What's the matter? God damn it! I'm gonna have to drop
so
you up at children's hospital.
you have to like sit in and you're gonna watch a trial go on.
It's not. It's. I don't know if they're doing jury. It's just a judge, and now we gotta settle on how much money I get. That's it.
Cool.
Hmm?
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get rich. It's not like I'm gonna see a millionaire, but at least I make this guy fucking pay. You know, that was the most important thing. He gave me his word, the whole thing. Thank God I got an attorney, and he put it on contract. And then the guy tried to play a Louis L'Amour, and my attorney was like, "Nope, not this time, motherfucker." And it's heavy duty. Like, he's got nowhere to go, because if he doesn't pay it, they take his license. And even if he doesn't pay it, then they go into the weed store and we sell weed and make a profit until we get our money, or $100K, whatever the fuck it is. And then there's the taxes and attorney fees. Like I said, this is why when people say to me, do you want to get into a weed business? I tell everybody no. It's not, I don't have the time. If I had the time and if I knew what I was doing, like I had a scientist next to me that was growing the weed and we just combined forces, I would be interested. But I'm not. And people, first of all, I hate when people ask me to go into business with them and they show up with like 25% weed. Obviously, you didn't listen. So you failed. You failed already.
Right.
I've been around 12 years preaching the same shit, smoking the same amount of weed. Anybody, except that idiot in Jersey City that gave us that fertilizer. 20 bags of 23%. You know, unless you didn't know. You didn't know, so I don't even want to do business with you. Because you didn't even take the time to study it, that my tolerance is off the chain. And you're showing up with that bad breath weed, 23%, that don't do nothing to fucking nobody. I got to give it away.
Right.
And they're all started saying, well, this stuff's going to kill you. Listen, this stuff ain't going to do a fucking thing to me. I'm up there. My tolerance is up there. You know, I was telling the chick at the weed store, when they gave me that RSO, first thing I put it on was the edibles that George gives me, the 2,500 milligram chocolate bar. They wanted me to put on a 5 milligram. I'm like, a 5 milligram doesn't even go in my mouth. Just out of principle. Because I failed myself. So I would break them, and each piece would be $12.50, and I'd put that thing on it, and then I'd make like a s'mores crunch. I'd put another piece on it, and a fucking another layer, and I ate it one afternoon. Oh, my God. Was it a fucking mistake? It was a mistake and a half, but hey, I'm a big boy now.
But how's it a mistake? You like purposely made this sandwich. That's so, dude.
Let me ask you a question.
What?
When you went to McDonald's and got the fish sandwich and you looked at it and said,
First of all, never
okay, whatever, it's the same thing. I choose to edible myself to death and didn't think about it. You looked at a Whopper and said, okay, this is my third Whopper. This ain't going to do nothing to me. It's the same.
Dude, yeah. But I've never heard of an RSO sandwich. That's like, what,
And Michael
8,000
Jackson
milligrams?
tea. Whatever it is. C'est la vie. Life is, you can't walk on one leg. Pretty soon we're going to be dead, Lee. Did you ever think about that? Like, I'm fucking pissed off. I'm 62 and I got a bunch of life left to me.
So
I have
why do
a
you want to
bunch
be
of
fucked
life.
up?
Seriously, like I have a bunch of life left to me. I feel like having a party and hiring like 10 hookers and stabbing 8 of them and pulling their hairs and fucking and sucking and, but I can't. I'm a fucking old man. I can't. I have a hard on for 8 minutes and then it disappears for 2 hours. The chicks are sitting around biting their nails on my fucking money. You know what I'm saying?
So, but
I got a lot of fucking things going on and I feel good about it. I never thought that I would have, I'm lying to you if I tell you I have a lot of things. I have nothing going on. I have a podcast. I do a couple comedy shows. But I have a lot of things going on in the house. And I really like that. This is a whole new set of life for me. I always ask myself, what would I rather be doing? That's my game I play in my head. Would I rather be sitting here, or would I rather be somewhere blowing bottle rockets out of my asshole? That's the game. And what's worth it to me? I'm really happy at my house. I can't believe I tell you these guys. I remember when I would have friends and I would ask them, why do you leave the house? Bro, it gets boring in my house. You got everything in your house. You got a pool table, you got a TV, you got a VCR, you know. This is back in like 2000, the 90s. It used to drive me crazy when people went out. And I used to always say, I can't wait to have a house. You'll never see my Cuban ass. And that's exactly what's happened.
Why would we want to leave your house? It's everything you like, no matter what it is there.
I'm a lazy fuck in the sense that I could come up here and train jiu-jitsu. I won't. It's 2 hours out of my life that I don't have anymore. I don't have it. It's not like the old North Bergen that I come up at 1 and there's 18 people on the street having sandwiches somewhere. It's not like that no more. But at the same time, I like everything about my house, though. I'm lazy.
That's
I
why I
want
was,
everything to be 10 minutes from my house, 15 minutes.
but you're not like that's where. We were talking about like the delivery. Like you don't do that. Like that's one level you don't, because there's people who don't leave the house at all. And
No. Listen, that's stupidity. Okay? That is stupidity. I'm talking about getting up at 7, reading, drinking coffee, writing a little bit. You have to go to work, whatever. You have to leave the fucking house, okay? Those are losers. Those people are fucking losers, okay? You got to wash your pussy every morning because those are the people that complain the most about life. And I'll tell you, you get in the fucking shower. You know, I look at the contrast. I look at the difference. I think about 94 when I would wake up with not a dime in my pocket. Not a dime. Hungry, puking from the night before, did everything I did in coke, sold every CD I got. So before I get started, I got to walk to the hill and steal a Bruce Springsteen album and walk into the store and sell it to get $12 so I could eat breakfast. Now it's a different scenario. Now I wake up and, okay, whatever. But every morning, the first sign of depression starts when you don't shower. That's number one. Get up, don't shower, walk around with a robe all day. Do that 3 days. It's like shoot heroin 3 days. You're hooked. So first thing I do after I drink that coffee is I wash my pussy. You open up that curtain and go, God, thank you for giving me a fucking another day. I'm going to be better than I was yesterday. Or I'm going to be stoner than I was yesterday, in my case. If you thought I was high yesterday, God, wait till you see me today. This Forrest Whitaker eye is going to be all the way down by 6:30. I give zero fucks, Jack. But it's crazy. Like, then you do what you got to do. For me, listen, I always have a good day if I go to the gym. And if I have good numbers at the gym, my dick gets hard.
Good numbers in terms of what, like what your workout was?
Like I went to boxing today and my thing was 14.5. It's never been 14.5. And the year I've been there.
Oh, you're on your Whoop or something?
Yeah, my Whoop. It's just a strain went off just because I see the exercises now that get my heart going. So what I did was I wanted to get my heart at 175 and stay there.
Why is that?
Because that's what doubles. I should be at 150, but I want to improve my cardiac intake, so I go to 175 and keep it over 20 minutes. It's like a long pace, you know? So that's what I did. That's my best day. I stop, I get a fucking freshly made juice. I go home, I take the garbage out, I do whatever errands my wife needs for me to do. Sometimes I gotta go food shopping, sometimes I gotta go to fucking CVS and get 18, you know, I gotta do shit at the house too. That's not bad. I mean, after like 3 o'clock, if I go home and I'm like, Mercy's home, my wife is home, I'm home, the cat's home, and I got 2 bags of weed. Where we going?
Mm-hmm.
Just chicken and a biscuit upstairs. I got those cookies last week, old school chicken and a biscuit, and you put that cancer cheese on it. Ooh. Yeah, I should be getting a lump on my neck any fucking day now. Tremendous. It was so fucking good, George. You know, and that listen, you have a home, I have a computer there, I have 4 TVs, 5. You can watch TV any way you want. Old TVs, new. I got the TV I bought with Terry in 2001 in my bedroom. That? Fuck yeah, bro. That's the first TV we brought together. the fuck? You don't throw that shit out. That's the first thing we ever bought together. Took a year. They got a new TV. $250. I went to one of those gigs up north. On the way back, I stopped at one of those outlets. The TV weighs 800 pounds. 8 people need to carry this fucking thing. But dog, it still works. That motherfucker still works, and it still looks good. Yeah, you just can't get the other thing on it.
Sound?
No, I got fucking sound, you momo. The other thing, what? Yeah, I can't get that. What is it called? Roku.
Oh, okay.
I can't get Roku on it, but I have Netflix on it, and I got HBO on it. Yeah, Netflix is on the remote, so. But I find comfort. I got a punching bag in my garage. I got kettlebells. I got a fucking thing that you connect music now, and it's louder than fuck. So I go in the garage at night. I hit the bag. Fucking Bob Lalingus just sent me a great book about Rodney Dangerfield. I went to like the second chapter. I got to call him tomorrow and thank him. I'm getting back into reading, so it's different. I don't want to be around a lot of people. I still haven't been to New York to do comedy. It's been 5 fucking years.
Why not?
It's just that thing going over the bridge just scares me anymore. The tunnel, I don't know. Maybe someday I'll break the fucking. We could probably make it over there tonight and do Aaron's show, but you're in no shape.
No, I wonder why.
Look at the shape of you, cocksucker. But like I said, I got nothing this week. They're all guest spots. If I do anything, I've been writing. I'm really excited about the 27th. I'm really excited about Philly on the 17th. Then July, we'll figure out what the fuck they got. I'm trying to get a little bar by my house. Something close to my house.
There has to be something.
It has to be like 20 minutes from my house, the most. And I could go to once a week, bring a comedian down, pay him, and do 30 minutes.
You know what would be cool? Like if there's a coffee shop or something that's closed, usually at night.
Yeah, but I want people to drink. I don't want people to drink coffee. What is this? What is this? I want people to feel loose. I want people to be able to get an appetizer if they want. I don't want this bar that's huge with like a hole in the wall so people could hear no. Like a side room in the back, like what you're telling me at your buddy's, Cafe Tivoli. I'm just not making the hour drive. I'm not making the hour drive. That's never going to happen.
Right.
So, yeah, dog, at least I'm honest. At least I'm fucking honest. That's why, if I'm going to make the hour drive, I might as well go to a comedy club. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's 10 minutes by my house. Somebody, like the Brass Rail has an upstairs. But then people got to go down those stairs and fall. And that's what scares me. Or you have to throw somebody out and they fall. Or my fat ass falls. So this is why I want something that has a little back room, 85 people. It's nice. Give me a waiter or a waitress. Give them a limited appetizer. Let's do it right. Sound. And we could start building something little by little. But I don't want to do 800 seats. No. None of that shit. Just like what Willie Barcena had in Los Feliz. It was upstairs of a Mexican restaurant. And every Monday he had 20 people there that would go off and drink margaritas and tacos. And we did it every Monday. I would go up there and do it. 10 o'clock show. That's what I'm looking for. So if I could get my hand on something like that, that would take a big chunk of my responsibilities out. But I had a definite place to perform once a week. The hour, the 25 minutes, that shit ain't gonna work. I want something in my neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? So, but that's it, and that's that. It's been another interesting episode of the New Testament. I don't know what happened to Lee today. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean you don't know what happened?
All I saw was a
It's
little
a
claw
mystery to
hand.
you what happened?
All I saw was a little
I have
claw
no
hand.
idea.
I have no idea.
You came in here. Here's 2 of these.
2 what?
The 200 ABX.
Yeah, because I told you we were going to shock the system.
Why?
Because you've been fucking around going to surprise parties for 70-year-olds and shit. And eating with Jews that don't know nothing on a Saturday night.
I had a party for my mom and
and
her
eating
family.
bagels and shit. God damn it, from New Hampshire. This is, it's just bad. It's just very bad. So we had to shock your system tonight. Hopefully when you get home tonight, you'll go down the stairs and get a nice, decent, real bagel to get you back on track, and that's it. I don't know what to tell you motherfuckers anymore. We will have 10 guests next week, and we'll be back. Lee gave you his... What did you give me the evil eye for?
I'm not.
You look like Netanyahu after the attack yesterday.
Oh, Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
Netanyahu's going off again.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, that's it. They did something yesterday by the airport. So, he's giving them the hoochies, the moochies or something. Those motherfuckers. Wait till I bump into one of you hoochie motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Shooting down chips and shit. They're the same people that killed Tom Hanks in that movie, right?
It's the Hooties?
The one about the fucking, they stole the boat, the African with no teeth. Anyway, who gives a fuck? The New Testament will be back next week. We love you. Stay black.